All right, welcome to the 186th District Court. Court is in session. This is cause number 2020 CR 0751, State of Texas versus Deborah Ann Miranda. We're here today for a plea. We're conducting this hearing via video conference using the Zoom application. We're also using YouTube to live stream the proceedings to keep the hearing public. Time now is 2:20 p.m. on the 20th day of July, 2021. These proceedings are official, they're on the record, and they're being recorded by the official court reporter. Counsel and all present are instructed to act as though you were in court, and all are instructed not to record the proceedings. And if I could have the attorneys make appearances, starting with the state of Texas, please.
Lindsay Shaw for the state.
And Sean Simpson on behalf of Jenny Zarka for Miss Deborah Miranda.
Ma'am, are you the same Deborah Miranda charged by indictment with driving while intoxicated with a child under 15 years of age? Is that you, ma'am?
Yes.
And stated we proceeding as charged.
No, Your Honor, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of driving while intoxicated, a Class B misdemeanor.
No objection, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Miranda, I'm going to use a function of Zoom called share screen. I'm going to show you the indictment in this case. Ask you, are you familiar with this document?
Yes.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yeah.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do we waive reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
We're going to get out of share screen. I'll note that there is a discovery acknowledgement that's been signed and dated by both sides. I'm doing the same, and I make it a part of the record. Also note that there is an application for community supervision, and I'll make that a part of the record as well. Ma'am, we're going to go back into share screen. I'm going to show you a document that's called the defendant's consent to plea by video conference. And I'm scrolling down where there's electronic signature. I'm using my cursor to circle around. Is this your signature, ma'am?
Yes.
I'm signing this. Let's see, you signed it as Deborah. We have a lot of your paperwork as Deborah. Are you the same person?
I'm the same person. The bottom part, the Deborah, that's not the correct spelling there.
Okay, someone else typed that in for you. Is that right?
That
Yes.
must have been my mistake, Judge.
Okay, that's all right. Just checking. All right. By signing this document, you're telling me two things. One, you understand normally we do pleas live in an open court, but that you are consenting to do this plea by video conference. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
Secondly, your electronic signature here, as well as all of your other electronic signatures in the plea packet before me today, you're telling me that those are valid as if you personally signed them. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir. I
approve the consent and to make it a part of the record. We're still in share screen, but now I'm showing you a document called the court's admonishments. I'll scroll through because it's several pages, but are you familiar with this document?
Yes.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
There's an electronic signature of yours. It looks like down the bottom of page 3. Is this yours?
Yes.
I'm going to get out of share screen. By signing the court's admonishments, you're telling me that you understand the court's admonishments and you understand the rights are contained within it. Is that true?
That is true.
And that you want to give up those rights. Is that true?
Yes.
And the rights you're giving up is you have the right to a trial by jury. You have a right to confront the witnesses against you. You also have the right to remain silent, which includes the right not to incriminate yourself and not plead today. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
By signing this, you're also telling me you understand the consequences of a plea and the sentencing range for the lesser included offense of driving while intoxicated first offense, which is anywhere up to 6 months in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $2,000 fine. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
I approve the waivers that are contained within the court's admonishments and make them a part of the record. Ma'am, we're going to go back into share screen and I'm going to show you another document. It's the plea bargain in the case. Are you familiar with this document?
Yes.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
The electronic signature to the left, I'm using my cursor to circle around. There's another one to the right. I'm using the cursor to circle around. Are these your two signatures?
Yes, sir.
This document, or this details for me your agreement with the state as far as punishment is concerned, and I'll let you know if I'm going to follow this part of the entry of your plea. First says that the state will only proceed in the lesser included of the Class B misdemeanor of driving while intoxicated. Punishment will be assessed with 180 days in the Bexar County Jail with a $500 fine. However, the state is suggesting and recommending that I suspend sentence and place you on community supervision. And that's for a period of 18 months, as well as to have some parenting classes. One of your signatures, the one on the left, waives your appeal outside of the agreement, but the recommendations are that you have a drug and alcohol treatment evaluation and perform community service hours. Is that your understanding of the agreement, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, is that your understanding as well?
It is, Your Honor.
I'm going to get out of share screen. Ma'am, I'm not bound by a plea bargain. I do not have to follow this. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
But if I do follow a plea bargain, then you lose your right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And that's true unless I grant you permission to appeal or unless certain motions were filed and ruled upon. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Counsel, any such rulings in this case?
No, they're not, Judge.
If I do not follow the plea bargain, I'll allow you to withdraw the plea and we'll proceed to trials if this hearing never occurred. Do you understand that?
Yes.
I'll note again, one of your signatures on the plea bargain waives your appeal. Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
If not, plead guilty or no contest to lesser included offense could have serious adverse effects on your immigration status. And I'll note that you certified on the court's admonishments that you are an American citizen. Counsel, do you believe that your client has a factual and rational understanding of the charge pending against her?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe that she's been able to assist you in the defense?
Yes, she has.
Do you believe that she's mentally competent to waive rights and enter a plea here today?
Yes, I do.
Ma'am, to the lesser included offense of driving while intoxicated as a Class B misdemeanor, how do you plead? How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
You understand you can still be found guilty under a no contest plea.
Yes, sir.
Other than the plea bargain, did anyone promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
No, sir.
Anyone force you or coerce you to plead today?
No, sir.
After going over this case with your attorney, do you believe that pleading here today is in your best interest?
Yes, sir.
Does the state have anything to offer to support the plea?
State offers States Exhibit 1 and all attachments.
No objections, Your Honor.
It's admitted. I reviewed State's Exhibit 1 and attachments prior to getting on the record and find that it is sufficient to support the plea. Ma'am, I find that your plea was freely, intelligently, and voluntarily made, that there was sufficient evidence to support the plea, and that you're mentally competent to enter into such a plea, and I find you guilty, ma'am. Counsel, is there any objections to waiving the pre-sentence investigation report?
None, Your Honor.
Any legal reason as to why your client cannot be sentenced today?
No, Judge.
No legal reason. In accordance with the agreement with the state, ma'am, sent you to 180 days in the Bexar County Jail. However, I will suspend that and I'll place you on community supervision for a period of 18 months. There is a $500 fine. You'll have parenting classes. You'll have a TAP evaluation. You must follow the recommendations. We'll give you 80 community service hours. And for both sides, is there any requirement on a DWI-1 for a driver's license suspension
No,
or
Your Honor.
ignition interlock?
She's going to have to do the two DWI classes.
Oh, that's right. It's the, I think DWI intervention or education.
Yes, sir.
And I think the other one's VIP Live. Is that right?
That's correct, Judge.
All right. I appreciate that, Mr. Simpson. Thank you. All right. Those are both ordered. Anything else from either side in regards to the plea or the sentencing in this case?
Not from the defense, Your Honor.
Ma'am, this is a plea bargain case. I followed the plea bargain. So you do not have the court's permission to appeal. You do not have the right to appeal. I'm also noting you waived your appeal in the plea bargain agreements. I'm making a certification of this for the record. I'll provide a copy of the certification to your attorney to provide to you. When we finish the hearing, ma'am, you need to stay on Zoom. You're going to meet with our liaison officer from the probation department. She's going to go over the new conditions that you have for probation. If there's nothing else from either side, and this matter is concluded, we